Hello everyone, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Muhamad Ilham Ardi, a student of UNSERA University. So here I'm gonna tell you about the computer hardware that is called the dedicated graphics card. Let's get started. The first question about this topic, what is actually a graphics card? So a graphics card is a piece of computer hardware that produces the image you see on a monitor. The graphics card is responsible for rendering image into your monitor. It does this by converting data into a signal your monitor can understand. So in other words, the graphics card is a display adapter. Basically, there are two types of graphics card. First, it's an integrated graphics card, which means that the graphics card is built onto the same part as the CPU. Second type is a dedicated graphics card, which means that it's a standalone hardware used to manage the graphic performance of the computer. Now we're gonna talk about the advantages. What is actually the advantages of using the dedicated graphics card? Number one, it can increase the computer performance. The reason why the dedicated graphics card can increase the computer performance is because of two things. First, it takes a lot off from CPU. It means that this graphics card doesn't depend on the CPU because it has its own GPU or graphics processing unit for rendering all the graphics processing and operation. And the second type, free up system memory or RAM. It's because of standalone hardware and has its own memory, so it doesn't burdensome of RAM. Number two, better video and HD experience. So if you love to watch movies, then having a graphics card can really enhance your experience in watching high definition movies or videos. Number three, increase performance in 3D applications and software. So if you are a graphic designer or user who uses high-end graphics and 3D applications like Photoshop, Maya, or any heavy editing tools, so having the dedicated graphics card can speed up your work, and you also get better performance and accurate results in these high-end graphics tools and applications. Number four, increase the gaming experience. Who doesn't love play games? Not only for the productivity, but if you are a passionate gamer, then the dedicated graphics card is must-have component because it really can enhance your gaming experience into a much greater level. Number five, running multiple monitors. If you are productive people who needs to use multiple monitors, so the dedicated graphics card can help you to be more productive. Besides all the advantages I mentioned earlier, now I'm gonna talk about the disadvantages of the dedicated graphics card. Number one, bigger size. The dedicated graphics card has always bigger size than the integrated graphics card. It's because it's standalone, not built onto the same part as the CPU like the integrated one. Number two, expensive price. If we need to have a dedicated graphics card, that means we have to spend more money to buy it. The price also depends on the specification of the graphics card. Number three, more power consumption. With a dedicated graphics card, that means performance will be snappier and decoding is accelerated. Because of that, so don't be surprised if you will be using more power. Number four, louder sound. Because the dedicated graphics card has its own fan, so the sound of your computer will be a bit louder, or even very loud if you use it at the maximum performance or speed. Number five, heats up more. These minor disadvantages happen due to power consumption and high performance, so it will easier to heat up your computer. Okay, so that's about the advantages and the disadvantages of the dedicated graphics card. Now we're gonna talk about the difference between dedicated graphics card and the integrated one. What is the difference? The dedicated graphics card needs more space because of its big size and standalone, unlike the integrated one that built onto the same part as the CPU. The dedicated graphics card is more powerful than the integrated one. It's because of the dedicated graphics card has its own memory and system to accelerate the performance. The dedicated graphics card has higher price than the integrated one. It's because of the variance of the specification and features. The dedicated graphics card uses more power consumption than the integrated one. It's because of the dedicated graphics card has its own power source to maximize the performance. The dedicated graphics card heats up more than the integrated one. It's because of usage and power of the dedicated graphics card is higher than the integrated one. The dedicated graphics card has more compatibility than the integrated one. It means that the dedicated graphics card can be used not only for daily work, but also for any heavy tasks like professional editing, gaming, or 3D rendering needs. Okay guys, that's it from me. Hope you guys enjoy and learn something from this video. Thank you for watching. I'm Muhamad Ilham Ardi. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.